Namaskar, friends. Today we will understand how is the human mechanism works. In a way, I can call it as a user manual. What is that? Miracle Human Body's User Manual. So understand, friends, in the body, both high sugar and high insulin. See, for the sugar to be maintained in the body, insulin is produced by the pancreas, and then that's how sugars are kept under control. Now let's understand the mechanism. What happens? We are eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and in between snacks and coffee, multiple times. Whenever we eat, when it gets digested, there is a sugar in the blood. If you take high carb processed foods like refined maida item, bakery, cool drinks, ice creams, and all that, the sugars will be increased very fast. Stimulants, all these things will cause the sugar levels to go up. On top of it, the health problem, dehydration. People don't drink sufficient water, constipation, unable to clear their bowel, sedentary lifestyle, chronic stress, lack of sleep over these cause insulin resistance, and that will lead to lifestyle disorders. Let's understand what it is in the first place. Friends, one important thing I want all of you to know, which we have kept on repeating in this particular YouTube channel, other than water, what you put in your mouth is food. I ask many times, typically, how many times you eat? They say three times, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In between, they say, no, sir, I take one or two times coffee, one or two times snack. So they don't consider this as a food. As I said to you, other than water, anything else requires digestion. Once the digestion is over, then there is the sugars in the body. Suppose a person is eating only three times breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and he's taking two coffees in the morning and one tea in the evening and some snacks. So he is eating seven times. Eating seven times over the years, 5 to 10, 15 years, he will develop insulin resistance. Let's see how that it work. See, friends, the human body is very, very intelligent. The sugar levels cannot go below 70. If it is goes below 70, people will go into coma. Suppose if you don't eat for 2 3 days, you don't get food. The body is so designed that the minimum sugar levels are maintained. Yes, you may feel weak, tired, and all that, but the body is capable of creating sugar from your own, liver and muscles and all that. So the whenever you eat food and after about 2 hours, the sugar level should come down below 120. Maybe after 4 5 hours, it should come down back to 70. That means what? Your fasting blood glucose should always be below 99. PP sugar also should be below 120 after 2 years. You eat any type of food. HbA1c is a 3 months average should be below 5.6%. This is means healthy condition. So all the doctors will tell you check your fasting sugar. If it is below 99, say perfect. But what happens when the sugar levels are going slightly above 100 fasting and PP above 120? Then they call pre-diabetes. That means HbA1c is gone above 5.7%, but below 6.4%. Now they continue following the same eating multiple times and all that, or sometime you find HbA1c is gone to above 6.4%. They're declared as diabetic. Diabetic means what? Increased thrust, slow healing, fatigue, blurred vision, frequent urination, unexplained weight loss. So we are waiting for this. But is it the right way? Let's see that, friend. See, this is the insulin. See, look at this one. This is the balance. It's like your, taraju. What is that called? Measure. So 70 to 120 should be maintained. Similarly, insulin levels are also the levels are there. But unfortunately, we are not checking, we are not knowing it. Fasting insulin should be around 3, and after 2 hours of eating should come below 30. That means what? Between this range, sugar levels are maintained. But what happens if somebody continues to misuse his body by eating multiple times, that to high carb foods and all these sort of things, stimulant, dehydration, constipation, sedentary lifestyle, stress, lack of sleep, they will develop insulin resistance. See, for this to happen, it may take 10 years, 15 years, even 20 years. Anytime you check, a person is overweight and all that thing, but his sugar is below 99 and his fast PP sugar will be below 120. HbA1c is also below 5.7%. That means this is a controlled parameter. But what is happening is insulin. Right now, what happens after a few years, within 2 3 years, you see fasting insulin should be below 6. 3 to 6 is ideal. Now, what happens if you continue? This is the red danger mark. Fasting insulin is going above 7. When the fasting insulin is going above 7, what all can happen? Look at it, friend. This is what is called insulin resistance. Once you get insulin resistance, first thing is belly fat, overweight, right? Then the second thing would be high cholesterol. Your triglycerides are very going up. Third could be fatty liver. Fourth is PCOS for the problem ladies. High blood pressure. Then then people can get heart problem and then stroke. Then seven is dementia. See, look at diabetes is the last one to happen. Lot of people tell me they have already got a heart problem, they got a stent, but no diabetes for them. It all depends, friends. From externally, like your organs, some people have seems to have a strong head, and some people have strong legs. Similarly, internal organs also they come with the genes and lifestyle and all that. So somebody develop a diabetes at the age of 20, somebody even overweight have a heart problem also, he won't develop diabetes. So the biggest thing to see is insulin. Fasting insulin is going above 7 means you are in the wrong direction. Now what happens? You continue doing that. Fasting insulin is going up beyond say 25. See, then what happens? PP insulin also simultaneously go up. So the range will change. The range from 3 to 30 to range, say fasting insulin is 25, PP insulin would be some 60, 70, 100 also. That is the time. Like as I said to you, both sugar is dangerous, insulin is dangerous. But first thing will happen is high insulin levels in the body. Unfortunately, we are not checking insulin at all. We are all always checking this fasting sugar. See, friends, fasting sugar is something like it. Suppose you are living in Chennai in hot summer, May month. You are sitting in your bedroom or in the hall. You are working. Your friend calls you from Delhi, asks you, "Hi, friend, how are you?" He says, "Fine. What is the Chennai temperature?" So you look up and see on the AC, it is 16 degrees centigrade. You tell them it is 16 degree. You are telling the truth, but the outside temperature is different. Now, suppose outside temperature, all of a sudden what happens? There is some cloudy and the temperature comes down, but still your temperature is 16 only. So, as I said to you, fasting sugar is a controlled parameter. Checking controlled parameters is erroneous. Unfortunately, we are stuck with checking only fasting sugar and deciding whether we are healthy or unhealthy, which is wrong. But what needs to be checked? You must check your fasting insulin. It should be 3 to 6. If it's just going 7 also, anything above 7 can cause any health problem on these things. As I said to you, it could be overweight, belly fat, high blood pressure, PCOS, cholesterol, all these things can happen. So what needs to be done, friends, to improve insulin sensitivity? You must drink 4 liters, 3 to 4 liters water every day, 2 bowel movements, 1 hour brisk walk, stress management, 7 hours sleep, and eat for stop eating multiple times, breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffee, snacks, and all that. Eat only twice in a day when hungry and maintain the same timing. Nothing in between two meals except water. This will take you forward, friends. Friends, these are the few people who have benefited by following Wellness Secrets lifestyle modifications. My name is Gangeshwar Rao. I'm not a doctor. This is how I improved my health. I welcome you to this Wellness Secrets lifestyle modifications group. And knowledge and discipline are the gateways to your health, friends. Thank you very much for listening. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. And my mobile number is 9840852996. Thank you very much for listening.